Joining us now, we're so happy to have him back from House Ways and Means, Congressman Greg Steube. Congressman, it's good to see you. You were missed. We're so glad you're back. It's nice to have you back.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Your reaction to Chad Pergram's report?
Well, there's so many unanswered questions still. The most frustrating thing for me is this is a fact. The Chinese Communist Party is the #1 national security threat to the United States. And we find out that Joe Biden on January 31st knew about this first balloon, not what happened today, but this first balloon, waited 5 days to shoot it down after citizens of our country started posting videos of this. And then they started asking questions of the Pentagon. And then the Pentagon actually admitted that it was a Chinese spy drone, which he would have known when he was briefed on January 31st. So why in the world did he wait 5 days for a spy balloon of the #1 national security threat to the United States after it traverses the entire continental United States? And we find out today also saw a B-52 bomber site base that we have. Why would you have waited 5 days to shoot this down? This is a question that I have, and I hope that the Armed Services Committee is going to start bringing people from the administration in and asking these very tough questions.
There's also this, to your point, this new report that the Defense Intelligence Agency warned the Pentagon about that first balloon last week as it approached Alaska and before it entered U.S. airspace. But top Pentagon and intelligence officials did not red flag it as an urgent threat. They saw it as a way to get intelligence on China, but instead it was collecting communications on the U.S.
Yeah, it was collecting communications, it was collecting data, it was collecting video, and who knows what other things that may have been in there, that capabilities that Chinese Communist Party may have that we are not aware of, that it was also collecting. So again, why would you allow the Chinese Communist Party to fly a spy balloon over our country, the entire continental U.S., and you know about it, and 5 days goes by, and but for American citizens starting to ask questions like, what is this thing, and why are we not shooting it down? Suddenly, then they decide to shoot it down after it's traversed the entire continental United States and sent back critical infrastructure information and sensitive information back to the Chinese Communist Party.
And, you know, potentially at least, it looks like 23 military bases it went over. Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene really ripping into U.S. intelligence officials yesterday during that classified briefing on the Chinese spy balloon. She said it's unacceptable. She believed they made the wrong move in just letting it cruise over the U.S. But, Congressman, we'd like your reaction to Democrats in the media. They keep downplaying the Chinese spy balloon. Watch this.
Now that we know what we know, that the balloon had antennas and a communication system, do you regret not having insisted on bringing it down sooner?
No, I look at the expert, the intelligence community, defense community. They've forgotten more about it than you or I know. It's not a major breach.
I am much more comfortable with the explanation of what they collected as to being let me put it this way, it doesn't put our national security at risk.
The people of the United States, the citizens of the United States were never in danger. There was not any danger of any harm happening to the people of the United States. You know that the balloon first came over Canada, for example, and then went to South America. So there's dialogue and conversation that's helping there. But I think that I can just say that the United States learned more than the Chinese did.
Congressman, respectfully, Congressman Meeks is incorrect. The first balloon did not go to South America. It was shot down. China reportedly sent a second balloon over South America. So what is your reaction to the president saying this is not a big deal? This is along the lines of saying inflation is transitory. Afghanistan was a success. The botched exit that stranded 9,000 Americans, 13 U.S. troops killed. The border is a success. What's your reaction to him saying it's not a problem?
Yeah, it absolutely is a problem, and Joe Biden is so used to lying to the American people and getting away with it that he doesn't think anything about it. He swore an oath, just like I did, to defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. The Chinese Communist Party is the #1 national security threat to the United States, and 5 days went by, and he had the ability to shoot that down and refused to do it until it had collected all of this intelligence information. That is completely unconscionable as a former military service member, that the president of the United States would allow that to happen against the #1 national security threat to our country.
All right, Congressman Steube, thank you so much. We really appreciate having you back on. It's good to see you again. We'll see you again soon.
Good to see you.